funny because we talk about youth and we talk about what's going on in the street, everybody's mess and everything that happens. But when it's time to support your youth,
Come on.
people think it's secondary. Give me 1 second. That's fine. And what's funny, I've been fighting sickness for the past 3 or 4 days.
Come on now. Come on.
My body is never sick, but I've been sick because. Let me ask you this: how many of you have ever seen me minister? Okay, got a good crowd of folks that haven't. Good.
Amen.
I minister very different
Come on now.
than what you probably would expect.
Come on.
I've been traveling the country this year non-stop. I've had one Sunday off this year that I haven't been ministering. The last time I got back to Dallas to the Potter's house, it was over 4.5 months of me non-stop traveling. And I speak so much on, we talk about ministry and we talk about blessing people, but can you sacrifice yourself for ministry? I've had a temperature of 103. My throat was hurting. And I've been sick all the past 3 or 4 days, and I've been preaching nonstop because my body does not determine what God is going to speak through me. So the minute we get a cold or the minute we get a little headache or something, we just throw our faith out the window.
Talk about it.
And I've been preaching this everywhere I go. And it's going to be different because I feel something different in here, and I'm going to make a lot of impartation to stir up the gift of God in you. I don't take for granted the anointing that is on my life. People ask me all the time, can I teach them to mime? Can I teach them to preach? Can I teach them to prophesy? And I tell them, if you can wear my cross, then you can wear my crown.
Well,
and they asked me, what does that mean? And I told them that I was so jacked up and I was so messed up. And when you look at me, this didn't come overnight. I've been doing this for 17 years. And I remember when I took a 38 revolver, mother, and I said, any, meeny, mighty, mo, catch a blank by its hoe, if you holler, let her go, any, meeny, mighty, mo. And I pushed the gun as far as I could on my side, and I pulled the trigger. And the bullet went from front to back to back to front, and it enlarged 1 inch from my spine. And they said I was paralyzed for 17 hours after I came out of surgery, and they didn't know if it was going to be permanent or if it was going to be temporary. I was in the hospital for 2.5 weeks, and when I got out of the hospital, I was in a gang fight, and I remember I was beating a guy with my cane, and another guy came up behind me. He stabbed me 3 inches into my stomach, and I hit his hand, and it ripped me 7 inches down my stomach. And I remember standing there so crazy in my mind that I was upset, not even knowing that I was dying, but I was upset that I had to go back to the hospital. And it was so crazy because I've done so much in the streets. Don't ever forget that you will reap what you sow. And so I remember that I was so messed up looking at doing 25 to 40 years in prison, and I was barbecuing, and I had threw the match into to the grill, not knowing that the lighter fluid was blowing back on my body. And when I threw the match in, I went up in flames, and it burnt over 30% of my upper body, slid off into the grass. And they rushed me to the hospital, and they did emergency skin grafts, and they cut half the skin off my leg, and they stitched it to my upper body. And the doctor looked at me in my face, and he said, you will never use the right side of your body ever again in your life. And 3 weeks later, they shipped me off to prison. Now I'm in a place. God has a way of putting you into a place that you think it was for your pain, but it's for the next level of your life. There is only some places that you can go, that you will learn the discipline of God. You might think it's for your bad, but God said all things shall work together for your good. So even though I was sitting in prison, it was working together for my good. I wear sunglasses because a guy had broke a bat across my head, and it damaged my vision for the rest of my life. So bright lights give me bad migraines. And I remember catching up to him about 2 months later, and I put a bullet in his leg, and we put him in the trunk, and we left him there for an hour and a half. And then I took him to the hospital, and I said, I just saved your life, now you owe me yours. How can God use somebody that was so jacked up? And when people threw me away, kick me to the curb. And
Come on.
people thought I was a mess. And people thought I was the thing that I was doing.
Come on.
They turned on the TV and they saw Bishop Jake preaching. And they saw me ministering while he was preaching. There's a reason why I'm saying this. He was preaching in front of 30,000 people. And they asked me to act out everything he was preaching. When people throw you away, God got a way of letting people see the treasure that when folk only saw the mess. So now my soul begins to read it. Folk begin to know me again. And it's funny that people measure your success by who you know. And not by what you're called to do. So they begin to see me with different people that they call celebrities in the gospel. And here's the funny thing. People ask me, why do I come to churches and why do I minister when I minister on the biggest platform in the country? And I tell them the Potter's house love me for what I do. But Akron, Canton, and Cleveland, they know where I come from. So this past year, God has sent me back to the city. This is the 6th time I've been here. I leave, I go to New York, I go to Chicago, I go to Washington in the next 3 days. And when I leave there, I come right back here. And God says, finish out the rest of the year here. And so I've been bringing all people from across the country here. Matter of fact, in November, I'm bringing a friend of mine, McIntosh from Chicago, and we're going to we are bringing here to Canton, and we're just going to have revival in Canton. So I don't know if you guys know when I brought Prophet Lee here, and revival broke out in Akron, and on the first day, I had to call another pastor, and I had to move the service to another place, and people were getting out of wheelchairs, and people would begin to talk, they never talked, and doors were falling off, and all kind of stuff was happening, and folks were going crazy. But I said, this is what's supposed to happen. Because God says you're to do the greater work. When I just came from Florida, if you was 30 minutes from being late in the church, you could not get into the building. Because the power of God was moving that heavy. And so I asked God, why are you bringing me back here? God said, because revival is about to hit this region. Now, I don't care if you don't believe me or not. When I was preaching in Cleveland last Sunday, as a matter of fact, this is going to be some of that day. I was preaching in Cleveland, and God began to tell me to tell the people about Lazarus and how his sickness was not unto death. Your problem, your issue, your marriage, this thing that you're going through, that you're struggling with, it's not unto death, but it's unto the glory of God. How is your pain and your mess unto the glory of God when you're suffering? Because you can go through something so bad that finally is out of your own control. And I begin to say, you have to take your hands off of your situation. Because as long as you have your hands on your family, on your marriage, on your problem, trying to fix it, you relieve God from having his hands on your life. So I all night to pray for him. And I said, take your